Good morning. Today I want to talk to you about one of the things that 99% of gym bros just can't do. Of course, what I'm talking about is nail bending. Nail bending's been around for a long time. It kind of popped off a while ago. But essentially, what you do, you take one of these bad boys, you wrap it up, and then you bend it. Now, thankfully, this kit comes with some scaled stuff because I don't know if you can see how honking big this thing is, but it's going to take some work to get up to here. I think you get a certification if you bend this one, but I'm going to start with some of these smaller guys here. So what the kit comes with is some scaled nails, some challenge ones, some wraps to protect your hands because this is kind of dangerous, and a nice little explainer of everything. So in this video, I'm going to show you how far I can get throughout these nails and just see, where we go, because this is definitely something that 99% of gym bros cannot do. All right, so to get started, we're going to take the beginner ones, which are these white tipped ones here. Now, I've watched a couple videos on how to actually do this, so I have a little bit of a start already. Let's get going. First thing, let's wrap these bad boys up. All right, you want to wrap this thing as tight as you can. That way you get the best grip possible. Get that in the middle. And we just sort of bend it. Okay, so the white one wasn't that hard. Let's see what the next size up is. Green. Let's try rolling this up with the technique I perfected in college. Okay. Get that side in there. Get this side in there. Get it centered. Okay. All right, so I was able to do the two beginner ones. The next one is kind of a big jump. My hands are already starting to feel a little bit sore. So I think I'm going to work my way up to the next one. First thing I need to do is figure out how long it takes me to recover between each one of these sessions, because like I said, I'm already feeling it in my hands. What is up? Okay, so let's do the second workout of the nail bending. Last time I did the number 1 and number 2. Hands are recovered. I looked up how to actually fold the wraps better. So this session should go a little bit better. My plan is to do a couple of the number 1s, one of the number 2s, and then we'll take a crack at the number 3s and see how it goes. Oh, that one was hard. It's the number 2. Whew. We might not be fully recovered from these yet. This guy is the intermediate. Probably can't tell, but we are quite a bit thicker than the number 1s. My hands are already a little bit tired, and I think we're definitely getting into the part of this that gym bros can't do. I didn't even budge that one. Oh my goodness. This is a chunky boy. We're gonna need some work to build up. All right, coming in on day 3 of the nail bending. Today I'm gonna work on doing 3 of the white ones. I think I might just leave it there. We're just gonna, actually, you know what? Let's just do 4 white ones, no number 2s. Build up a little bit of a base, work on technique, and we'll see how it goes. Let's get started. All right, so hit a little bit of a snag in my training, and I decided to reach out to some of the smarter people in the world to help me out. Brett Jones was kind enough to make a video for me, showing me sort of how to get started on wrapping, improve that. And then Ben Crush came up with another video to help me out with setting it. He kind of explained that where I was bending it is kind of not a great spot. I should really work on getting some mobility to get it up here. And if I can't do it overhand, start doing it underhand. And he gave me some really good tips on how to get there. So first I'm going to start out with the wraps and sort of how I've adjusted based off of the advice from Brett Jones. The first thing is I picked up the very useful tome, Essentials of Strength Training and Conditioning, which is perfect because, as you can see, it fits about perfectly on top of these things. And I put a kettlebell on top, let it sit for a day or two, and it really flattened out the poofiness of my wraps, which makes them a hell of a lot easier to use. All right, the next thing that I did is starting to use chalk more aggressively on these. Brett let me know that you really, really want to chalk the hell out of these things. It really makes everything easier. You just chalk these things inside and out. We won't tell my wife that I'm covering the kitchen table in chalk. But I guess like all strength activities, the more chalk you eat, the better it works. So we're just gonna eat a lot of chalk today. And of course, I wore my black tee so that we can really notice the effects of the chalk. Because if, you know, you're not covered in it at the end, what are you really doing, you know? Okay. We've got it chalked up. Whew, that is some flavor. The next thing kind of thought might be useful to do is I pulled out some old like grip tools I had. Doing a better warm-up using the egg might be nice because after rolling the way that Brett showed me, my hands were just rubber. I could barely even zip up a hoodie. So I figure I should warm up a little bit more like that. Get all the cracks out of the knuckles. I want to take this, get this right in the halfway point. Brett was showing me on actual nails, like from Home Depot. The nails I have don't have the heads on them, so it's going to be a little bit nicer on my pads, because if you watch Brett's video, his pads are definitely been used. Okay, so we got that one on there good and tight. Next, we work on this guy here. And this is the part where your hand really gets a lot of workout. Because just getting this started is just a pain. Holy cow. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at all that power snow coming off there. Hell yeah. Okay. Get these guys levered out. And then we want to get it really high up. And this is supposed to help me get into the position a little bit better. Okay, so that actually helped really well. I doubt the audio caught it, but it had some real fun cracks right about here and here. So that means that we're improving mobility, I think. I don't know why that would work, but it does. Holy cow. I feel like I'm just trying to surprise my body with mobility. All right. All right, that's the second part. And we go into the crush. There we go. So far, what I've noticed is changing the technique. I am getting a lot of stimulus here, which is great because before it was all just my hands being angry. And it's kind of like the same muscle that gets sore when you do hammer curls. So that's kind of neat. I have to vacuum into this. Don't make these videos in your house, kids. Basically what I'm going to try to do is hold it for longer than I think I should and just keep trying to crush it. Because a lot of these bends, a lot of them are just slow and painful. So you kind of have to get used to grinding through it. Whew. So the important part about nail bending is to sneak up on it. Put it up here. You're not going to bend it. Bring it in. Okay, now we got to keep going. Get more of that isometric. We added a little bit to that kink. That's good. All right, so with those tips, I was able to get a kink PR. That's always fun. You don't always get to do that when you're 38. How their advice sort of changed how I'm going to approach this going forward. The volumizing, still super useful, but I also feel like the beginner nails are kind of becoming less useful for me now. So I'm going to start probably hitting those beginner 2 nails and get really good at the full motion on those. And then really start hammering on the kinks. So less time tiring myself out on the beginner ones, more time working on the isometric squeezes and really getting into that getting over the nail position, as Brett put it. Boom! Boom, boom! It's warm-up time. Another day of bending. Let's look at today's menu. We're going to do one of the super easy ones for a little bit of a warm-up. We're going to do one of the beginner 2 nails as sort of a ramp-up set. We're going to hit the intermediate one that we've been using as our challenge nail, and then hit 2 of the beginner 2s on the way back down as back offsets. I've already warmed up my hands with the Iron Mind Huevos. Let's get started. One of the big things that I want to focus on today's session is getting the nail positioned and pushing against here, because I was thinking like that's kind of how you have the strongest press grip. Let's get the wrist out of it as much as possible and just do it that way. So instead of just grabbing it like so, I'm going to try to get it in there like that. Feel it around. Easy. Okay. Okay, the hand position isn't working as well as I thought it would. All right, next up, let's start working on that challenge nail we've been trying to get this entire time. All right. All right, we've got another couple degrees to bend on there. I feel like I'm making progress because I'm getting different stress feelings in my arms. So before it was just here, now it's kind of irradiated to the rest of the arm. So I think that means I'm using more juice to press it, and it really looks like I'm able to get up a little bit higher. Let's do one more overhand, and then we're going to try an underhand, see if we get any more progress on that. Yeah. All right, we're a little bit farther in. As you can see, I've gotten a couple more degrees bend on that one, so we are scooting along on the challenge nail. Let's do some down sets. Oh, I kind of want to try the big one again. All right, I think that's it for today. Made some progress. I think we're going to get that bar in the next week or two. All right, here's the challenge nail. We're gonna get it today. Oh, we're so close. We did it. We did it. Finally got the challenge nail. Here's what it looked like at the start. Finished it up. Oh, that was hard. We finally did it. Oh, that thing was hot when I touched it. All right, all it took was bending this many nails to be able to bend this one intermediate nail. Oh. Oh, that took so much. That was one of the harder lifting feats I've tried. And the worst part, got another level of challenge before I get to the actual Iron Mind challenge nails like the red nail. All right, so what did I learn from this little project in the nail bending? One, it is a surprisingly technical skill. That nail bend took a lot of focus and moving my body in ways that I was not used to. But I think it was worth it. I had a lot of fun doing this little video. Yeah, if you guys want to try out nail bending and be able to do something that 99% of gym bros cannot do, pick it up. It's a lot of fun. You can head over to the hardware store, pick up some leather pads and some 40 penny nails and work your way up to the 60 penny ones. Or you can do what I did, get the kit from Iron Mind, which has everything you need to get started. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. This was a fun journey that I took. Glad you guys were along with it. We learned some things. We tried some things. And now we can do something that most gym bros can't do. If you like this video, you're probably going to like this other one here. I don't know quite what it is yet, but it's probably going to be somewhat interesting for you. Go ahead, click it. Come on, it'll be a good time. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. See you guys in the next one.